Hello again, everybody. It's Harry Boxer, the technical trader at techtrader.com. It's Tuesday night, May the 9th. These are the charts of the day. Well, the market had an explosive move at the opening. You can see to new all-time highs on the Nasdaq 100 and the S&P. And then we came down in a three-wave and a five-wave, actually. One, two, three, four, five-wave corrective pullback. Kind of utterly retraced. At the very end of the day, they snapped back. This late sell-off here had to do, I believe, with swirling rumors about North Korea doing missile tests in spite of warnings. So you can see how the market may have reacted, and we did hold the, I would have to say the morning gaps on the Nasdaq 100. The S&P did not, but nevertheless, we'll just have to see what shakes out. If you can take a look at the longer term patterns on the hourly chart, for example, we've moved up from the 5350 range up to just under 5700, 5691. So about 340 points. That's quite the big move. We've had only this recent pullback in there without much more deterioration before the ensuing rally. The S&P, however, had a much bigger consolidation before it broke out, made a nominal new high today at 2404, although we did pull back to 2396. So we'll just have to see what shakes out. But let's take a look at some of the stocks that did very well for us. AAOI, which has been spiking of late, after the earnings report, popped another 472 or 8.22% of 5 million. The volume's been solid for 3 sessions now on the way up, and it's made a new high. At this point, there's no reason why the stock can't get to 80 or thereabout, but it's a little extended, so watch to see if it consolidates in the zone, but there may be some follow-through as early as tomorrow. BZUN, a new all-time high for a bail zone, and breaking through the key October highs. Although it is at the top of the short-term channel, volume is solid today. Almost 3 million shares traded. That's pretty big for that stock, that's for sure. If it extends here, we could see mid-20s on. SIVA is also in a very strong mode. It's a semiconductor stock as well. Recently broke out across multiple tops and then spiked up for 4 days now. You can see for a couple of, well, let's put it this way. It's been up for 4 days, but it spiked up, consolidated 2 days and spiked up again. It's right at resistance. So if we get above here, we can see the stock in a 48.50 zone. Short term, but be careful, it's extended. There is 5.3 days to cover, so the squeeze is on. Solar stocks acted well today. And you can see First Solar has now been up for, 15 days in a row? Something like that. 3 weeks in a row, nearly every day the stock's been up. It's pretty amazing. Having gone from 26 and change to 36 and change. There is a consolidation going on, but should it get up through that zone, this may very well spike towards 38.5, and then looking for 40.5 and 43. Hortonworks, well, there's some key resistance from last year up here in the 13 range. With this spike high here having tagged 1312 before the pullback, and then this one tagging about 1284. So 1285 to 1350, that 30% range is about where it's headed right now. And should it exceed that, there's a chance we could see this move even into the mid-teens with almost 10 days to cover. This one's worth keeping an eye on too. KRO has been steadily moving. Today was an exceptional day for it, up $1.58 or 9.5% on 1.6 million. Good volume for that stock. At this point, it looks to me like it's not done yet going up, but there is some resistance around the 19.5, 20 zone. LNTH acting very well of late, and you can see today it popped another $1.40 or 10%. It looks like a stock that's headed for 20, but there is some resistance at the top of the channel at last week's high, the spike high being 15.95. Mazor Robotics exploding for 3 days in a row from the pullback low at 33.36. It rocketed today to 41.07. Now, there may be some more upside. I'm looking for 43. And eventually, I think the stock can be 50 or better. This is a very strong move. It's also got a great volume and technicals as well as a heavy short position. So this one could get a squeeze. Watch for some follow-through. Speaking of follow-through, look at the pop in NVMI today. Gapped and ran up 291 or 15%. Mine was the biggest I've ever seen in the stock, and that was just 1.2 million. That's how thin it is. You can see at this angle of ascent, with resistance at 23 and then 25, we may test that in the next couple of days. Well, PETS, Pet Med Express, the big breakaway move yesterday. Today was a big follow-through day. After backing down to 29.81, it popped to 32.88, or more than 3 points, finishing 32.62, up 224, 7.4%. Nearly 2 million traded, and the stock is still, well, let's put it this way, it's extended. It's gone from 19 to 33 in the last couple months. And when looking at the longer term chart, you can see that this is an all-time high, and it may very well extend a little bit, but we could see some pullback consolidation in this zone. However, the 16.5 days to cover, which could fuel additional upside. PTLA, after basing and running up sharply, consolidated for 6-7 weeks. Today it popped out, jumping 477 or nearly 13%. With 5.5 days to cover, the next target is 46, followed by 52.3. QVCA significant breakout today. Looks like it could run to test the gap up here around 20, just underneath 20, right about there. And then following that, we could get extension and moves it up to about 27. There's 2 3/4 days to cover on this one, but this breakaway move with a closing at the upper end of the range begs for a follow through, it looks like. How about that Shopify reaching 91.13? Before backing up off a couple points, it's still up to 37. And although it's extended, long in the tooth, it does look like if this is the channel and it's a channel top, it may need to do some consolidation like it did here for a week or two. Nevertheless, I'm still looking for the potentiality that this makes a move near 100. SQNS, big day today, looking pretty darn good. And if it extends the way I think it can, at some point we may see 4.5, 5. However, I think with the volume up and spike up today, similar to what we had there and there, it pulled back each time. We may get a back off consolidation in this zone. I would look for an entry opportunity on this one near 370 if it gets there, and then look for a move up towards 5. SSYS, a 1-year 52-week high today. With that breakout of the base and a run up steadily, the stock is now trending. It was up another 64 cents today. Not huge, but a nice follow through, and we're up in a resistance zone just ahead of us here at 29.30 range, thereabout. It may reach that. Teladoc, big day. Exploded from 575 to 25%. 3.4 million traded. It broke out across the double top. Sure looks like it's headed to 35. That's my target. There's 18.3 days to cover. Keep an eye. TROX popped. $1.15 to 7% on 1.6 million. I like the look of it. I'm planning on this one making a short-term run to 1885.20 zone. We get through that, 22 and a half is our next target. 4.7 days to cover on that. Did VRX make a major significant turnaround today? Well, with 125 million shares, a breakaway gap above resistance and the 50-day moving average, and running up into the declining tops line, this should be interesting going forward. The next major resistance is about 13 3/4. Beyond that, it could be a $17 stock. I want to see if we get a follow through with volume or whether it backs and fills in here. Big move for Wayfair, a big breakout. You can see that the multiple tops in this area broke out Friday, big breakaway run today, up 1060 or 21% on 12 million shares. That's a lot of volume for that stock. There could be a follow through to 70-75 zone. 17 days to cover on this one. And lastly is Wi-Fi. One of our swing trades is just doing great. You can see the breakout there where we gave it to you. The coil, the retest, and the explosive move in the last 3 sessions, taking it from 13.5 to 16.5. And with the top of the channel around 17 just above, we may see some pullback consolidation. But this one is reaching all-time highs. And with 4 3/4 days to cover, as I said, we could get some extension. That's the long of it tonight. This is HP signing off. Have a good evening.